Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Scarfinger, and we are going to be playing some Rimworld. Rimworld is one of my favorite games to play because it's a lot of different things. It's part city builder, part RTS, part management sim. It's just a lot of things in this package. So I really wanted to stream this. Y'all know I'm not really much of a streamer, but I wanted to stream it. My internet situation isn't optimal for streaming, so I decided instead what I'm going to do is just start a series. I may continue the series a little bit on a stream with the same thing. Now, full disclosure, I already started this. And then I realized that I've been playing with a bunch of mods, and all of my mods are on. If I was going to do a series, I probably should not be playing with mods. So if this works out well, then I'm going to do two series, one with all of my mods and the other one without any. So let's get into it. We are going to start a new colony. And we're going to do the default scenario, which is crash landed. You start off with 3 people, and you basically have to survive with those 3 people. And so we're just going to go next. Storyteller, I'm going to start on Phoebe Chillax. Now, you can change this. I'm going to start on Phoebe Chillax with some challenge, but not a lot. I'm a turtle. I like to build first and then turn my difficulty up and then hold it down from there. I try to stay away from Randy Random because sometimes Randy has a way of really trying to kill you. So we're going to stay away from Randy Random, and we're going to do Phoebe Chillax. Phoebe Chillax is pretty much the same as Cassandra Classic, where she slowly ramps everything up, but Phoebe gives you more time in between. It gives you more time in between to build, to prepare, to survive. So we're going to start with some challenge for now, get our turtle on, and then move on from there. Now the seed, I'll just do a random solitude. We're going to go solitude, 30%. You don't really need a whole big map and all that other stuff because you're just going to pick one thing. You're just going to pick one tile out of it, so it doesn't matter. So generating the world, and how you generate the world based off of the seed, and then you select where your people are going to start. So this is the map. For the sake of just getting started, what I want to do is I want to go with a temperate forest. I want to have a decent growing time. I really want to do more 40 out of 60, and I want to be near a road. I think those are my conditions, and this looks like optimal conditions. What's down here? 40 out of 60, granite and marble. Yep, I think this is where I'm going to be because I'm near a road and I can get everything pretty much popping if I need to send somebody somewhere from this road. Unless I want to be here and I have several roads. This thing over here tells you what kind of stuff you can be, the basics of the area that you're moving into. I think I'm going to be here so that because I'm near all of these roads in case I need to send some people out. So we're going to go advanced. We're going to go 325 by 325 and next because we want a relatively large area. If you have it too large, it takes you way too long to get to stuff on the map. But if you have it too small, when raiders come, basically as soon as they're on the map, they're right on top of you. So it's not the best thing ever. So let's see. Now let's look into the people. Michael Knoll. Shout out to Mike. My man Mike right here. I usually, when I first start, I usually try to randomize it enough to whereas they have no injuries and they are incapable of nothing. I don't think I really want to deal with a brawler right now. He's a crafter, intellectual, has a little bit of social, doesn't really have any shooting, little melee. I can possibly get by with this. I think I think I can get by with this. Because his crafting and his intellectual is going to be great. I don't know if I really want to deal with this though. Do I want to randomize it again? Yes, I do. She's young and she's abrasive, but she's a green thumb. So as long as I have her planting, she's going to do great. Her growing is... She doesn't have any passion in growing though. This is not going to go very well. Let's try this again. Is incapable of carrying? No, he sucks. She's incapable of doing a lot. But looks like, oh, another stinking brawler. I don't want any brawlers. This is the part that normally takes a while before you get everything set up. This is a real problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cut, and then once I get this thing sorted out, then I'll tell you who I picked. I'll be right back. Okay, so we back. I think I got my 3. As you can see, the team skills down here, I got somebody that's pretty good at pretty much everything with the exception of mining, but that's okay. So we're going to start with John. John is burning passion and cooking. These things here are their traits, what they're good at. One fire just says that they have passion, and it gives them a little bit of joy when they're doing that thing. This is burning passion. And they will learn faster, and they get much more joy out of doing the things. So yeah, he's pretty good at cooking, crafting. He's pretty well-rounded, except he can't do any intellectual work at all. Same thing with Cody. Cody is very good at talking. He has passion for cooking, construction, growing, but he can't craft at all, and intellectually he can't do anything. So he can't research or anything like that. But that's why we got Tina. Tina is good at melee, so she's gonna get the knife. She does have a scratch scar, which is gonna be a problem with her psyche. Good with animals, even though I'm probably not going to deal with too much animals outside of the animal that we start with. Good at medicine with burning passion, and it does have passion for crafting and intellectual work. And she's a night owl, which means once we get a few days in and get everything set up, we are going to have her work during the night, and she's going to be able to do a whole lot of stuff, including when people are hurt, she'll be able to deal with them at night. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start this. And how this works is the place that I already picked. We are just going to drop down and drop pods. As you see, 3 of you awake in your cryosleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometimes later, you land on this unknown Rimworld as pieces of the shredded starship, that's easy to say, fall around you. You start making plans to survive. You say okay, and your people fall. First thing you want to do is pause and zoom a little bit out and kind of get a lay of the land, and kind of see where you want to get set up. I think we are going to get set up. I think we're probably just going to get set up here. I don't know whether I want to be under this or above it. technically I can use this structure as a beginning structure and then work off of that. What do I have to the west or the east? Sorry, east. Nothing that great. The patches of the fertilized soil, is that fertilized soil, or is that, yeah, this is rich soil where I can grow, but it's kind of not in a good place for your boy. I'm guessing it's gonna have to work. I think we're gonna settle in this building first, and then we're gonna work from there. So first things first. Yes, I am a mouse looker. I know most people don't like it, but so we're gonna unforbid all of our stuff. I don't know. There's a this the without the mods, this is so much more time consuming because there's a mod where you could just unforbid everything in one shot, which makes everything great. So we are going to set our people up. We are going to, okay, I can't remember who was my best shooter. He is my best shooter, so I'm going to give him the bolt action rifle. I am going to give her the plasteel knife because she is the melee person. She has the melee passion, and I'm going to give him the revolver. And then I need to start setting some stuff up. All right, so we're going to start in this building here. So I'm going to come over here to structure, and I'm going to build some wooden walls and put a door on it just so we have a facility for us to be. Then we need to set up our stockpiles. We need to set up a stockpile zone for all of our things that we're going to have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them build a roof area off of here so that that stuff is covered in the stockpile zone, so that it won't deteriorate as long as it's under a roof. So that said, I also would like to go to furniture, and I'm just going to put some sleeping spots in here for now. I'll put 4 because, you know, someone's going to show up at some point. So I'm just going to put the sleeping spots in there for now, and that's where we're going to be. I am going to turn this table. I'm going to put this table in the corner with a couple of stools for us to eat. And maybe after the first day, when everything is built and I get us some beds and stuff of that nature, then I'm going to think about getting I'm going to think about our defenses, and then I will get like better stuff and make sure that everything is good, beds and all of that stuff. So it's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen over some time. So that's some of the basics. For right now, I'm just going to leave the work priorities the way that they are. I will switch to manual priorities at some point, but for now, we are just going to get started. So, really what they're going to do is I'm going to turn the speed up because really they're just going to gather all of our things and make sure that we have a place that's indoors, some place to sleep, and make sure that all of our things are in our stockpile. And the beginning of this is always kind of long and drawn out. Trying to get everything started, it takes quite a bit. But once you get everything set up and things start happening for you, you can actually make a pretty decent life for your people. So they have that done. So now I want to get some I want to get some growing zones started because we're gonna run out of food pretty fast. All of this is pretty much good, so oh, that's gonna add to that, isn't it? Yep, it is. So let's delete this zone, and I didn't mean to do that. Crap. Okay, let's delete this zone. I don't want it to all be that. Growing zone. I thought it was, okay, I'm really messing this up. So I'm probably going to cut that down. Okay, so when I get out of this, it's supposed to be I'm supposed to be able to set up another growing zone right beside it. Okay, now I'm going to expand it one over. There we go. Alright, so we're going to start up here. And then expand this one over. And one more. Let me try it a different way. Then expand it. Alright, so this zone, we're going to keep the potatoes. Here we're going to do rice. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. So we are going to do rice. This one we are going to do, so we have a dog, so do we do hay grass at some point? I'll set up another one for hay grass for him. We are going to need strawberries or corn. I'm going to do strawberries. And this one, I am going to do heel root. I should probably set up some more because we're gonna need that heel root because we have 30 medicine, but when everything starts popping off, like, you're gonna need that stuff. So man, I wish I had the tilt soil mod right now. I really wish I had the tilt soil mod, but let's start another zone. It doesn't have to necessarily be in that area. And this is going to be cotton. That is going to be cotton. And oh, the mods make it so that you can see these a whole lot better. I really wish this was easier to see. But I got cotton. I got everything there right now except for some hay grass. But I'll probably do hay grass later so that I can make kibble for the dog. You know what? Might as well do it. Okay, the thing's here. And growing zone. Let's just make some hay grass for the dog. So that we can make kibble later. So that's going to be hay grass. So we got a growing setup. So our growers are gonna go ahead and start clearing these trees and stuff and start planting. Did they get all of the stuff? Looks like they did. And we also should go into our orders and chop some of this wood because we're going to use this wood. We're going to use the wood to start making our area. So we might as well go ahead and get that straight. So let them crack on. Now, as far as work goes, who's set to hunting? John is set to hunting. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start working on some of the structures that we're going to need. So we are going to build a structure right off of this. and it's going to be narrow, but it'll be necessary. And actually, I'll put a door in both sides, and we're going to put a butcher table, and we're going to put, well, it says we have an electric stove, but that's going to require us to have some power. So I'm going to put the electric stove in, and I'm going to stick it in right there. And we need some electricity. I generally don't like to start off with, let's slow this down for a minute. I generally don't like to start off with the solar generator, because the solar generator is automatically going to need, batteries, because the solar generator is only going to work during the day. So you need those batteries for anything that you need to run during the night. So I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to start with a wood fired. So I'm going to attach this to the back of the building here. Actually, where should I actually put it? Yes, we're going to put it on the back of the building. And we're going to run some cables just straight up and down here. Everything else should be able to connect to it. We're going to put a standing lamp in this room so they can see. And we'll put one here so they can see in here also. But actually, I'm going to put this one this way because I'm probably not going to have much against that wall. I'm going to try to put it around all of this. And I'll keep that for my dining room right this second. And we're working on it. We're working on it. So I also need to start queuing up bedrooms. And I'm not entirely sure how I want to do the bedrooms, because I know there's a geothermal vent right here. So it's probably, so putting it around this is probably what's going to be better for us. So oh yeah, I forgot. I probably should have put a animal sleeping spot in here for the dog. That was mean of me. I'm sorry, dog. Do you got a name? Hudson. My man Hud. So that was mean for me to do the HUD, but we gonna get that popping. And you know what? I'm probably gonna reinstall this here, and then reinstall the stools, so that when they eat, for right now, when they eat, they're not disturbing anybody that is sleeping. So I'll put the stockpiles down there. The butcher table is finished, so I will add a bill, because they won't do anything until you add a bill. And then I'm saying butcher creature forever, go to details and say just drop on the floor. We'll figure that out. We'll figure the rest out later. So now this wolf has just did us a little bit of a favor. We now have a turtle that we can unforbid, and we can butcher that creature, and we can have some turtle meat. Why not? We eating turtle today, bruh. And I think what I'm going to do, is this in the right place? I don't think this is in the right place. Let me cancel this. Because what I want to do is to put it, I want to put it up a little bit, because I'm going to build my freezer off of here. I'm going to build my freezer off of here that way. So we move that up, go back to structure, and then we're going to build wooden walls coming out of here. And this is going to be my freezer so that I can store the food and the animals that we eat. And for now, I'm just going to keep that door there as the door. Because the longer I keep that as the door, I can actually control the temperature by making sure that it doesn't get out of control. So, and I'm going to go ahead and rotate, and I'm just going to put my cooler in. You know what? I'm going to put my cooler in near the power, so I don't have to run. Oh my God, Cody. So Cody failed, so now I still can't cook. They still have survival meals, which is good, but Cody messed that up. Now they're wasting a whole lot of time dealing with these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel a lot of this that's not directly in the way. Cody is just failing all over the place. Is Cody's construction? Your construction is a 5. Why are you failing so much? Seriously, I mean, he's like wasting my stuff right now. Let's see. Does he need disturb sleep? Awful barrack. Yeah, he's not doing very well. Not doing very well at all. Can anybody else construct? John has some construction skill. She does also, but I'd rather her not because hers is really low. But I'm going to need more than one constructor right now because Cody is just fucking up everything, and it's going to cause a problem later on. It's going to cause a much larger problem later on. So I'll let John help. John will probably fail at some stuff too. Let me turn the speed back up. See? He failed. Oh my God. See, this is what happens when you don't... Look, I picked these people because they had construction passion. I didn't know that they were just going to fail at all of the construction. Like, I know the passion will make them get better at it, but holy crap, this sucks. Thank you. John got that done, and he put some wood in it, or Tina's putting some wood in it. So now our light's on. Was hoping that our electric stove would be on right now. It is not. You will do yourself a favor if you have chairs by your workstations. So I'm putting a chair by the butcher table, and I am putting a chair by the cooking stove. Now, none of this stuff is probably going to stay this way. This is just how it is right now. All right, so the stove is finished, and I'm going to add a bill, and I'm going to cook simple meals, and I am going to do until you have 10. Simple meals is the easiest thing that you can do. All you need is 10 of any specific ingredient. 10 of any ingredient. It doesn't matter. And so they will make those. This cooler, I need them to finish. Actually, I'm gonna toggle the power. Ain't no point of it. Ain't no point of leaving it there so it can use all of that power if the building hasn't been finished yet. So, and this, can it not reach? There it is. All right, so they have light. I have no idea how I'm really going to pull this off. I think I should have built this one more. Well, I should have built this further back, but I'm going to try to fix this at some point. I don't know how, but I'm going to try. I'm going to give it the old college try, as they say. Do I not have any steel, or do I just not have steel in the... Did I drop with any steel, or did they already use it? Oh, there's the steel. I just need a stockpile that can hold it. All right. I need a bigger stockpile. So let me start while they sleep. Let me start work on the bedrooms. So I'm gonna go to structure. All of this is wood walls, and it's gonna really suck, but it'll be all right. I think that's too big. I probably should have did just a 6x6, but I'm gonna do a 7x7. 7x7 bedrooms. As a start, I'm gonna do 7x7 bedrooms. Just so I have enough room to put stuff that'll make them happy into it. And I'm gonna need a third bedroom. Should I put it here? Yes. So we need a door in the middle, in the middle, in the middle. Why does that one look bigger? Am I tripping, or is that one bigger? It might be. Oh well. We do need defenses, but it's gonna take a little It's gonna take a little time for us to get there. Everything is kind of in the process. Tina, can you move that? Can you move that table? Oh, she's not assigned to constructing, so one of my constructors has to do it. John is filling in this area, and that is going to be a perfect time, not for a dumping stockpile, for a stockpile, and this is clear all foods. I think just foods for now. If I need to change it to something else, then I'll change it. But for now, that's just going to be foods. And so let's go ahead and put furniture. Just put beds inside. I'm just going to put a single bed inside. I'll put a standing lamp near the bed. You know, I'll put these right at the foot of the bed. Who cares? Because eventually I'm going to get double beds in there. Double beds are more comfortable. And when they start coupling up, it'll be really interesting for them. What does she need to do? You know what? I'll give her something to do real soon. Real soon. So I got one of the beds up. Cody's working on the second bed. I need these things to be worked on. I guess I need to take John off construction for now. Just let Cody finish it. Take John off construction. Work. Take John off construction and let him grow. Because I need him to be growing right now. So, where do I want to build? I guess I'm going to start... I'm probably going to build back a little bit and then build more this way. That's going to take some time. Because... Oh, we have visitors. Yay. But no mods. So, I don't have the visitor mods, so I don't have to supply, like, somewhere for them. I don't have to supply a place for them to, like, sleep and stuff. We're just going to put the power all the way down, and we are going to deconstruct those so they will sleep in beds tonight. They will all sleep in beds tonight, which is awesome. Because it'll give them more of a positive mood boost. And what I'm going to do also is, for now, I'm going to take this area and it's going to be my stockpile zone. Oh, Priscilla has some stuff to trade. I doubt that I have anything that I can really sell other than maybe some wood. Who is my talker? Alright, so we're going to have to go to manual priorities and get all of this stuff straight. But for right now, Cody is my talker. So, Cody, go talk to Priscilla. And she doesn't have much to sell at all. Just survival meals and some medicine, but she doesn't have anything to sell, so we're gonna cancel. We're just gonna cancel on that. There's no need for us to worry about that. Another thing I'm gonna be worried about soon is flooring in here. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. And while they sleep tonight, I definitely need a dumping stockpile, place for us to put these rocks and stuff like that. So let's just do a dumping stockpile. Let's just say here. It's out of the way, and it won't be in the way when I start doing stuff down here. So how am I going to block this off? Because when I go to set up a defense, blocking this off matters. I'm probably going to end up having to move this bedroom somewhere else. And let's turn this on, and we want this to be freezing, so we're going to go to not 9. We're going to do this to 4C. Well, this, we set this to the temperature right there. I tried to do it in Fahrenheit, but I found Celsius to be a little bit more, a little easier because I watched so many people play and they all using Celsius. Okay, so Priscilla is leaving. This is not our squirrel, is it? So I'm going to set this to be hunted. Get us some meat. Okay, so Cody thinks we should have a faction name. What should a faction be called? Thieves Town? No, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if it should be called Thieves Town. Let's see. We are going to call this... I don't know. What should I call it? This is weird. I don't know what to call it. The faction should have Scarstown, and the community is community is called Bad News. Why not? I miss Bad News a little bit sometimes. Not very much. Not very often. But I do sometimes. Sometimes I do miss it. Hit the vape real quick. All right. So we need. Okay. So are my meals not going in here? Because they're not moving the meals in here, and I need them to move the meals in there. Alright, so Cody is doing his thing. So everybody's going to firefight. Everybody's going to be a patient. The doctor, that's definitely Tina. They both have some know-how, so I'll turn it on for them, but I'll turn this on really low. What I'm doing right now is... I'm going to pause it while I do that. What I'm setting up is like what they're going to do and how they go about their lives. These are all of the different things that they cook, and there's different things under each category, but you set their priority by changing the number between 1 and 4, but also it goes in priority from left to right. So even if I set someone at a clean at number 1, if they have a number 1 anywhere here, like say they have wardening and they have something to do with wardening, they're going to do that before they do cleaning. So I'm going to put bed rest up. Yeah, I'm going to have to do... All right, so there's a couple other things that I'm going to need to do. one, I'm going to have to actually, you know what? Let me change. Let's get foods up out of here and make sure that all of that stuff goes into the make sure all of that stuff goes into the freezer. Let's make sure all that stuff goes into the freezer. Let's take food out of all of this. That's why I didn't do it, because this should have been a priority queue. So I'm going to make this preferred, and now all of the food will go there. Now the survival meals, they don't spoil, so you don't have anything to worry about there. But like the berries that they picked here, and some of the other stuff will actually spoil. So that's why you want them in the freezer, because right now it says they're frozen and they won't spoil. So, and then when they start making meals out of this stuff, when they hunt and all of that other stuff, when they start making meals out of it, you want them in here so that they won't spoil very fast. I think also what I want is I want another door. I know that's going to do too much to my freezer, but I want another door right there so that they have quick access to the table. I'll probably eventually put an airlock in the middle later, but for now this is going to work. So they'll go ahead and planning all of this stuff. I'm going to hunt the rats. I'm going to hunt the squirrel. I'm going to leave the turtle alone because turtles are notorious for causing all kinds of problems. I want... Okay, so this dumping stockpile, I want this to not store... Well, I want this to store corpses, just not animal corpses. And we're going to do another dumping stockpile here so that they can, so after he hunts, he's just going to clear all preferred animal corpses. So now he's going to bring the stuff. So if he hunts, he can bring the stuff there before he does anything else with it. One colonist is idle. That is probably Tina. Oh, she's not now. She has something to do. There's a mad animal. So mad animals, just an animal goes crazy and it'll just start attacking people. So what you normally do is just say hunt. And then you also make sure that your people are assigned to fight if they get accosted by an animal and not run away. Oh, there's a chunk over there. I'm going to deconstruct that chunk. It's probably... Oh, it's not that far away. Ship chunks are just parts, and like you deconstruct them and you get parts in return. And you know what? For now, let's go ahead and put our medicine in there. Let's put medicine in there. We'll go ahead and put drugs in the freezer. That's something I didn't start doing. I can... Okay, so they haven't gotten here yet. They haven't cleared all of this yet. They got a little bit here, a little bit there, but not a whole lot. So that hare is going to come, and you see, he just shot it. And because he shot the hare, someone's going to go pick it up. And we're going to have rabbit meat be. Rabbit meat be. I think what I want to do is I want to close off this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a wall across here. I'm going to leave a space there for a door. I'm going to close that off. And I'm going to put a wooden door there for now. But when I start getting traps and stuff up, I am going to... I'm gonna change that up a little bit. So whatever happened with the power? Oh, because I didn't actually make it. I made it connect to the building, but it's not connected to the power of said building. So now the lights in their room are going to work. I need to go to orders, and I need to haul this stuff out of here to the dumping stockpile, and I need to haul this stuff out of there. Right now, their bedrooms are not very good, but eventually, once I get flooring and stuff in there, it's going to be all right. And then when we have a little bit more time, I'll start getting other fixtures and such, like dressers and end tables. And when I finally get somebody that does art, I will get some art in there, and everything should be fine. And I think I'm going to extend the wall out to here. It's going to be great when I got somebody that can stone cut. Man, it's going to be great. I'm basically just going to box all of this stuff in. Come in and box in the geothermal across here when I actually get geothermal power. Where is her room? Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to put the research bench in her room. It sounded like I said research bench, right? Like it sounded like I said that. To me, that's what it sounded like. I'm going to put the research bench in her room, and I am going to put a chair so she has somewhere to sit. And when they move all of that stuff out, she's going to start researching because that's her jam. Hop about the bed. Now they're getting their swag on. Alright, so I need to go back to the work priorities. Flick. Everyone should have flicking. Wardening. That is my warden. I will put it as a low priority. Tina doesn't really have very much skill. Handling. She is the better animal. Well, she has the passion for it. So she's going to basically take care of the dog. How many meals do I have? Just this one. All right, so once we start getting more meals, then I'm going to turn off these survival meals. We still have 25, which is a decent amount. Okay, so that part is blocked off. And so let's start blocking off other areas. Because I want this all to be inside. So now the lights are on in here, which also makes it so that he's going to be able to work a little bit better with the lights on. When it's time for him to build stuff. And eventually we're going to block this off all the way up. But for now, how far up am I going to go? I'm going to go all the way up. And then I'm going to stick a door in. And I'm going to stick a door here just as a... Then I need to block this in. I kind of built this a little too close. All right, so I have a research bench up. So we are going to start off with because eventually we want to get to gun turrets. Most certainly we want gun turrets. So we're going to go smithing, then machining, and then microelectronics basics, and then through the gun stuff in order to get that. So we're going to do smithing, research. So she's going to start research there. Looks like everything is coming along right now. It's gonna take some time for us to really get right here, but I think it's coming along. And at some point soon, we are going to have either our first raid, which is normally just one person, or we will have the person that's being chased, and then we have to help defend that person. I think the plan right now is to block it all in. We're going to block it all in. Around the geothermal, I will expand this area at some point, but for now, we're just going to block it all in. And I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to start setting up my traps. Now, this is something that I learned from Quill 18, the YouTuber. He has his main defenses are kind of set up like this. It's going to change over time, but this is how we're going to do this right now. So we're going to go to security. We're going to put a sandbag right there, and we're going to put sandbags here and here. Now, how we're going to do this, let me plan this out. Do I want the sandbags here and here? No. Let's cancel these. And so what I'm going to do is we are going to put deadfall traps out of steel. Because steel deadfall traps do a lot of damage. So we're going to do 2, skip 1, do 2 more on both sides. Why am I skipping 1? That's a good question. What you do is you build the steel deadfall traps, but you also make it a way for people to for your people to get out in case they need to get out and go do something. So what you do is you do that there, and then you put doors on the in-between parts around this so that they can get out. And but when the enemies see that there is that there's an opening, they won't bang on your doors because they will just go towards the opening. And because they're going towards the opening, they're going to walk down these 2 areas, and they're going to hit all of your deadfall traps. And a lot of times they will die from the deadfall traps before they actually get to your base. But then I'll have an area which I am probably going to put them... I'm probably just going to put some sandbags up here for now. And I'm just going to put them behind the sandbags for when people come in, and they're just going to shoot down at this entryway so that we can so that we do have a decent defense. All right. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to do a harvest and get some of these raspberry bushes. Raspberry bushes are pretty good for the beginning game, because raspberry bushes they don't have to be cooked, so that people can actually eat raspberry bushes. Eat the raspberries just straight up, and you don't have to worry about them getting sick or anything like that based off of the raspberries. So I'm gonna do that, and let's go ahead and turn this back on. Now I think Tina is a night owl, so let's do their restrictions. And basically what I like to do, and this is something else that I learned from Quill, is just set them to anything. And if you set them to anything, then they will just do what they will work when they have to, they will eat when they have to, and then when you tell them to go to sleep and you leave 2 spots for them to go to sleep, oh, actually no, that was him. And then for her, I will set her to go to sleep at 8 a.m. and stay up all night. And now she's back on a sleep schedule, and they will do everything they have to. Some people will set up joy time and work time and stuff like that. I like the anything where they can just do what they want. They would do what they need to, but then they go to sleep at a certain time, the ones that have like really good beds, like, well, that's poor. That's awful. But when they have really good beds, they get really good rest, and because they get really good rest, they don't need to sleep as long, and they have anything set up so they can get up and go do what they need to do. Now I'm going back to the work. Animal handling, I will keep his at 3. I will keep hers at 2 because I don't necessarily need her to handle all the time. John is our cook, so he's cooking at a 1, and he has passion. Anybody else has cooking? What is his? He's an 8. So for now, I'm just gonna leave him, and he's also a hunter, so I'm gonna put that at a 2. Cody is our constructor. He's our grower. I need them to be able to do that. Cody is also the miner, because I'm probably going to need some steel soon, especially after I get all these traps and stuff up. So I'll keep that at a 2. I want everybody to plant cut. When it's necessary. Smithing, I'll keep that. All this stuff I'll keep at 3 for now, except for the art, because I don't need anyone doing art right now. She has passion, but he has better skills right now. So what I'll do is I'll keep her at 3 just in case something comes up that I need her to do. Hauling and cleaning, I'm going to put them all at a 2, and definitely research 1 for her so we can get this research stuff done. So because her plant cut is high, like everyone's plant cut is high, we're actually in there. This wolf might become a problem. This boom rats are a pain in the ass, straight up. Oh man, the raid came through. Boom rats are a pain in the ass because when they die, they kind of explode, and then there's fire, and everybody has to beat out the fire. There's a raid. And we're going to jump to location, and it's our 1 person, and they're usually a melee person, and they are attacking a wall. Where are we? Oh, we're up. All right. So the walls are not finished yet, so we may have to go out and meet this person. But this is where the RTS stuff comes in. Because now we have to fight to defend our area. When the enemy gets closer, then I will activate everybody, and then we'll go fight. All right, there he is. So get everybody, and then you draft them to get them ready to fight by pressing that. And then I am going to put them just here and have them all go there to be able to fight this person. They're going to be able to cut through there. So, and the game slows down when you're in this. So now that they're set, they're all just shooting. And then I'm going to tell her to melee attack this person because she is a melee person. And this should be pretty simple. It actually is not as simple as I thought. And that person's dead. So we need to be able to do something with the body. So first of all, we're going to strip them, because that gives us clothes that we can sell when people come to try to sell us stuff. So we're going to do that. I think this thing is probably running way long, so I'm probably going to have to end this soon. But we are going to misc, and we are going to put some graves out here. We're just going to put a couple of graves out here, and the biggest problem that I foresee is we're going to have to kill this wolf at some point, because this wolf is going to get hungry, and then oh yeah, you got to turn them off. So now they'll go handle their business now. This wolf is going to be a problem because when he gets hungry, he can and will attack my people. Okay, so he left the area, so he's all right. Now, if they would have downed him, we could have... if they would have downed him, we could have done a... we could have made a prisoner room, which I probably have to set up a prisoner room at some point. I may just do the prisoner room up here. Where's a good prisoner room? I need to set up... I need to get prepared for a prisoner room and a hospital. I think I'm going to do those here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to set this up, and then I'm going to stop the episode because I don't know how long this is running. So so I'm going to pause. We are going to do orders. We are going to mine this out. And then we are going to build a structure around it. We're going to build a structure there. Doesn't matter too much where the door is. And then we need to build, that's going to be our prisoner room. And then we need a hospital. And for now, for lack of a place to put it, I'm going to put it here. So we're going to get all of that stuff straight, get this body stripped and buried, and get everything straight for this first episode. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but we're going to get it right. So, again, thank y'all for checking out your boy. Like, share, subscribe. If you want to see more Rimworld or you want to see something else, Prison Architect, Banished. I know my daughter loved the Banished, but Banished stopped working on my old computer. This is a different computer, so hopefully everything works out. So, thank you for checking your boy out. This is Scarcasm. Holla at your boy.